Alright folks, so this assignment is basically your assignment on sales and distribution or fulfillment process. And the assignment is in form of a case study, and one of the things that I would highly recommend is to read the scenario that's given to you before you sign the assignment. Now, having said that, of course you should and must read the chapter from the textbook, as well as go over the video on the slides with respect to the fulfillment process or the sales and distribution process before you begin this assignment. Now, what I was telling you about the scenario is this. This is, like I said, this is a case study, and basically it tells you that the learning objective of this assignment, this case study, is to understand and perform an integrated order to cash cycle. That is the sales and distribution cycle, or the fulfillment process, where you order something when a customer orders some things, and the cycle concludes with the customer paying for what they bought. Now, the scenario that has been described to you is this. In order to process a complete order to cash process cycle, you will take on different roles in the company. So GBI is the company that you are dealing with when you are doing your assignments. Now, obviously, in the sales and distribution process or the fulfillment process, you have to go through different divisions or business units. You have to go through sales, you have to go through your inventory or warehouse, you have to basically go through finance and accounting. So that's why it says you will be playing different roles. Overall, you'll be working with this in the sales and distribution, the materials management, and the financial accounting modules. And it says further, it says you start the sales order process by creating a new customer. Then you receive an inquiry from that customer. Once you receive the inquiry, you send a customer a quotation in response to the inquiry. And once the customer basically confirms the order, which is in form of purchase order, you basically process that order and make sure that you get the payment at the end of the cycle. So here you create a new customer, create a contact person for the customer, then you will also change the customer, create the inquiry, create the quotation, you will receive the purchase order, you'll check your stock status, then based on your purchase order you create a sales order, then you will start the delivery process, that basically the shipping, the pick and the pack, which begins from the picking and the packing. Of course, during the delivery process you will check stock again, then you will then this, once it has been shipped out, you will process the invoice, the document in order to generate an invoice to be sent to the customer. And this part basically is all about the billing. Okay, so the first part of the assignment is to create a new customer. So you're creating a new customer, and then one of the things that I highly recommend is, when you are doing these assignments, please read the assignment document beginning from the first page, because it tells you or gives you the scenario of what you are actually doing. Because a lot of times students say that they don't understand what they're doing. Well, one of the best ways to understand is to first understand the theory. That is, the read chapter, go over the slides, follow the video that I have posted before you start the SAP assignment. That's the best way to understand what you are doing and why you are doing. So it says, in this case study, you will create the master data for a new customer. So you got to create the new customer, which is a part of the master data. Two types of customer data are stored about the customers: the sales data and the accounting data. The customer master data is created in 3 groups or views. So you have 3 groups of views in you have general, accounting, and sales. Customers can be created centrally, meaning all views are generated concurrently. Our responsibility can be distributed, so different personnel in accounting and sales areas are responsible for creating and maintaining the data. So this is talking about the master data for the customer with respect to the customer. And this is how, and then this is how you will do that. So this is your first step in the assignment. You follow every step through the way, and then you basically do this, and then whenever you see the highlighted in here, this is what you need to post in a separate Word document. I will provide you an answer template, and that's what you have to provide the answer to anything that is highlighted in yellow on that answer template, and this is the answer template that you're going to upload on Blackboard. So that is basically your response to your assignment. Then the second exercise of this assignment is to create a contact person with respect to the customer. So basically, your company is dealing with one person who's the one contact person from your customer, and this is basically, now that you have created the master data for the new customer, you can create the master data for the contact person. So this is how you do it. So the second step is entirely creating. Again, the second step, you need to record this contact person number for future reference, and this is, again, you will have to copy paste this number in the answer template that is provided. And again, I would like to repeat that the answer template, once you finish the assignment, the answer template is the document that you need to upload on Blackboard. Then this is a change in the customer. So any data that has changed, you will do that in number 3, and this is the steps that you have to follow. Then it says you do not have to record any information, so you don't need to record any information for number 3 in this assignment. This is number 3, okay? Then number 4 is create customer inquiry. So this is the inquiry that you will be basically this is the inquiry that the customer sends to you, okay? So the customer wants to inquire about the products that they want to buy. So this is the document that they tell you, or they let you know, this is what you want to buy. Tell us the price. What are the payment terms? How is it going to be shipped? How soon can we get it, etc., etc. Then for this, again, you will record this number on the line, and then you'll copy paste on the answer tab. Again, then comes to number 5, create the customer. So once the customer sends you the inquiry, the customer quotation is the document. Then you say, okay, this is what you requested for. These are the items. These are the items that you inquired about. Now this is the quotation in response to the inquiry. So the quotation will include the price, the terms and conditions of payment, how soon the customer is going to get it, etc., etc. Then once the customer receives the quotation, okay, then they send out they confirm the order. So you see the order, that's what the sales order is. You create a sales order referencing a quotation. So the sales order basically contains all the information about the products that the customer is going to buy, the payment conditions, the everything, all the details, including how much taxes you're going to charge the customer, what are the shipping terms, all the details of the transaction in that document. And again, you have to record this number. You have to record a sales order number and copy and paste into the answer template that will be provided to you. Number 7, of course, once you have the sales order, now you know exactly what the customers have ordered. Now you want to check the status of your stock. Do you have those items? So let's say the customer ordered 100 computers, okay? Do you have the 100 computers that they ordered? So you've got to do a check stock status. Basically, you got to check your inventory. That's what you're going to do. Go to logistics, go to materials management, go to inventory, and check for the stock. Okay. Now, once you have confirmed that you have the stock, you'll display the sales order. Okay. That is basically you're making sure that the accounting knows, the warehouse knows that this is what has been ordered. Okay. Then you will start the delivery process. So now you have checked your status. You know it's stock status, and you know the items are there. So now you are going to do the picking and the packing. So this will happen in your warehouse. Okay. So just see, you're going to go to logistics, go to sales and distribution, shipping and transportation, outbound delivery, and then you will create all the documents with respect to the delivery process. Once this is done, then you will again check for stock, because you need to update your stock, okay? Because now you've picked and packed. Now, so let's say you have 200 computers in your stock, and your customer ordered 150. Now you only 150. You have only 50 remaining. Now you have to update your stock status. Then, this also includes the picking. The delivery process includes the picking and the packing. So you're gonna do the pick materials delivery note, making sure that everything, all those 100 computers that have been ordered. Of course, I'm just giving you an example of 100 computers. This is not the assignment example, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So this is the materials need to be picked from the warehouse, and the document needs to be generated once they have been picked. And then you continue with so now when you have picked the materials and they are ready to be shipped out and they have been shipped out, you post a goods issue document. That is anything, anytime if a, remember this all throughout this course, remember that you will always generate a goods issue document when products or materials are leaving your warehouse, your inventory. Okay, they're leaving your inventory, remember that. And you will generate a goods issue document when that happens, and you will have to post that goods issue document. Unless those goods issue document are posted, the shipping from your side is not confirmed. You got to post it. That's the technical step that you have to take. Not only generate goods issue, but post that goods issue document. Okay, then you'll again do a check stock status, because now things are actually leaving your warehouse, or have left your warehouse rather. And then once the materials that the customer has ordered have left, now you will have to send an invoice to the customer, because the customer needs to pay for the materials that they bought from you. So this create an invoice in step number 14. And then step number 15 is you will display the billing document as the customer invoice. And then finally, number 16, you will post receipt of customer payment onto your system, SAP system. That concludes the cycle, the order to cash cycle. So you see how it started. The customer ordered, first they inquired, then in response to that inquiry, you generated a quotation. You send a quotation to the customer. Then the customer said, okay, fine, we're good with this. Then you generated a sales order. Now, once the sales order was generated, then you started getting ready for the delivery process. The picking and the packing, creating the goods issue, posting the goods issue. Once the goods issue was posted, now that's the shipping has been confirmed. It's out for delivery. Now, what you have to do now is basically you have to now bill the customer. So now you have to send an invoice, and then the customer sends you a payment in response to the invoice. So again, this is the order to cash cycle, or the fulfillment process, or the sales and distribution process. You are dealing with the company GBI, and like I said, remember that you need to read the scenario given to you. Okay, read this. Don't skip any page in this document. That's my suggestion to you. And when you do the steps, try to map those steps in the assignment that you're doing with what you have studied in the textbook. Okay, the steps that you have to take in the sales and distribution process, or order to cash cycle process, fulfillment process. With that said, it concludes the video that is relevant or linked to the assignment on sales and distribution, the SAP assignment, sales and distribution.